My next two guests are stopping by here because right now they're on their way, as I understand it, to the premiere of Look Who's Talking 2, the movie in which they repeat their starring roles. Would you welcome, please, John Travolta and Kirstie Alley. Look at this. Now, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you both. Thanks for coming. See, now the public will get a chance to see the way the newsreels will get you to photograph you tonight at the premiere, right?
Yes.
Very.
A little overweight, but...
We're both a little overweight, but John and I believe that you should beef up before you do a movie.
You got the pump up, bulk up.
Yes, you do.
Did you gain weight when you're doing a picture or for some reason?
It's the only way to go, Johnny.
Well, you know, younger actors don't do that, but John and I have the key to a successful movie, and that is to have huge quantities of food brought in at all times because you work off a lot of energy and a lot of calories, and you want to keep that weight up.
Right.
Sure, for the stress.
Don't you just call that porking out a little bit?
Yes.
Let's get right down to basics.
That's right.
Do you enjoy going to premieres? Now, it sounds a strange question because I don't like to watch myself on television. And especially if I've done something and other people are in the theater watching your performance who haven't seen it. And then you say, after the picture is over, you say, well, what'd you think? Mm-hmm. And let's say you're both marvelous performers. But suppose somebody says, you don't know what to say. You said, you know, I've never seen you better. Or that's a remarkable picture. Or you did it again. Can you tell if somebody tells you about your performance, whether they mean it or not?
Yeah,
Either
tell
one
him what one of
that.
your relatives said to you.
Which one was that?
One of your relatives said that you said, did you like it?
Oh, they said, well, what did you think?
Oh, yeah. Waiting to hear.
Yeah.
Does it bother you? Is it nerve-wracking to sit there? Because, you know, these are professionals for the most part.
It's going to be nerve-wracking tonight because John and I have neither one seen the picture.
Yeah.
So it'll be sort of like we might have to go to the bathroom in the middle of it and never come back.
No.
I don't know.
You know the truth is, it's nerve-wracking no matter
Yeah.
what picture it is that you're going to the premiere of.
Yeah, I would guess
sitting there with 700 people watching you at once. You sort of squirm in your seat.
Eventually, the public goes. Anyways, good to see you. How long have you known each other? I mean, you worked together in the
3
first
years?
picture, of course.
Yeah,
About
close to
3 years now. Too long, actually.
No, we like each
My
other.
Johnny boy.
Now, I always see actors do that. No matter what show they're on, if they work together in the picture and the guy will say, how do you like you? Oh, they're just wonderful. We like you.
No, okay.
Some people
No,
say, I can't
honestly.
stand that dirt bag. I mean, the love scenes were terrible to do. I couldn't stand it.
Well, first of all, you know, like you said earlier, when you make these love scenes, you really are making love.
Yes. That's where we get to
so-
really know each other. You're really having sex.
It's
I
a
don't know
joke.
if you guys
It's a
know.
It's a joke. You had him there for a moment. You had him. People going, really?
Your face is
Yes, I'm going. Yes, well, I go easy. But you genuinely are fond of each other.
Yeah, you know, what I noticed on the second film, the first film, you know, we just had met each other and we were playing. Sometimes you get into your role, you know.
Yeah.
We're playing two people that fall in love, and John and I were real tentative with each other and sort of coy and flirty and like, oh, good morning, John. I was always looking, you know, usually you come on the set and you look like a dog. But, you know, if you sort of are flirty with someone, you sort of look good before you get there, you know? So they don't know how you really look. Mm-hmm. And on the second movie, I noticed with John and I, we come in and we look like hell. And the second movie, John and I were playing man and, you know, husband and wife who now were sort of bickering. And we sort of, when they would say cut, John and I would still be...
No, honestly, I don't think there's... I care about Kirstie as much as I do anybody.
Well, that's good.
That's really true.
Nice. I very hope so.
I love Kirstie.
If I remember, you have a menagerie. Have you ever been to her home for dinner? Say, I get the feeling that the place is a.
It's bizarre.
Animals are running all over the
She
place.
and Michael Jackson should be together.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Tell them if they don't know what I'm talking
No,
about.
they have this-
And
Oh, we have about 50.
into
We have
animals.
about 50 animals.
50 animals, and you let them have the run of the place.
Sometimes.
You have chickens?
No.
Yeah, we had some. We have some silkies. Yeah.
Would you like an objective point of view
Sure.
on this? Okay. She has one of the most fabulous homes I've ever seen. It's decked out. But there is an animal in every corner of this.
Now, what are we talking about?
Well,
Sort of
lemurs
has-
and
lemur. We have a few exotic animals, and we have, you know, parrots and dogs and cats and koi and
You say
ducks
lemurs? They have lemurs too?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We have lemurs. We have a grant as an annex, like from the San Diego Zoo.
Yeah.
Because they're endangered species.
Yeah.
So it's a breeding program.
There are accidents all over this house.
I was going to say.
You get the picture?
Are you saying to...
Don't you have to be very tolerant with other people?
Her husband is the most tolerant man I've ever met of these accidents.
Are you talking about like poop?
Yes.
This is the kind of stuff I'm looking for. I want to get this.
I'm looking for the poop.
You got it. We'll be back. We got to take a break. Stay where you are. Anyway, did I mention when this picture opens? You're seeing the premiere tonight.
It opens tomorrow night.
Around the country, just in L.A. or?
2,000 theaters around the country.
That's a big opening.
Yeah.
We have a film clip. Why don't we watch this? Does anybody want to tell us what we're going to see here?
Kirstie?
I think this actually has something to do
With a picture.
Accident.
with poop. So,
You're kidding.
no, it does.
What a nice segue.
Well, yeah, it has to do with pottying.
Leaky.
Potty training type of stuff?
Yeah, it's potty
it
training,
is.
I think.
All right, watch the monitor. Well, that's a good scene. That's a funny scene. And we got 500 people here in the studio. Good reaction to that scene.
Oh, good.
Should mean something. Yeah. Now how old is the youngster in that scene?
2.5.
2.5.
Is that difficult? Who was the young man we had on the show one night that was 3? Zachary Lavoie from, I think, Parenthood, the movie. Mm-hmm. And it was amazing. He was not precocious, but he seemed to be so aware of what was going on. He was 3. What is it now? How do they work with children like this in a movie? You have to do it in short segments?
Well, yeah, yes and no. This particular kid, Lorney's husband, is just outstanding. You know, he really is sharp.
He got very cocky, too. As you know, as the movie went on...
Isn't that funny, all of a sudden?
Yes, as the movie went on, it was very funny because one day, this is sort of a standard joke on sets, but the assistant director went to Lorney's trailer, and he said, we need Lorney on the set, and Lorney said, I am not going to the set until they are absolutely ready.
How old is he?
2.5. And John and I thought, where did he hear that?
I'm not going to the set till they're absolutely ready?
Yes. He's very, very bright, you know. But working with him is difficult because you have, say the scene is like this, and if you were the baby.
No way.
Okay. I would be saying to you, oh, darling, you know I love you.
And the kid is looking over here, right?
Well, even if the kid's looking at you, behind you then is what's called a baby wrangler.
Oh,
and this
like
is
an animal wrangler?
Actually behind me. Here's a baby wrangler where John is
I see.
with toys and things to get the kid's attention.
So you're
because he may
talking-
not particularly be
you're
interested.
talking to me.
So I'm trying to be very serious, and the baby wrangler is going. Do the loud stuff they do.
Like real loud, you know.
They go like, wee! Wah! 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 Like that, and the kid is, you know, and you're trying to be
And they
very,
cut
very
that out
serious.
later.
Yeah.
All of
But
that.
on the other hand, I got to give. This kid was the first day of shooting.
Yes.
Okay, I don't even know this kid.
Yes.
And I have a scene where he's sitting in my lap, and we've had a fight, and I'm crying about the idea that I'm upset with mom,
Right.
and I'd like to come home, and I don't even know this kid, and I start to cry and I say, you know, I miss you, and I want to come home. And he looked up at me, he held my face, and he said, I miss you too, Dad.
Well, he heard the emotion.
He
and thought it
felt
was
the
real.
emotion, and he went with it. It was
that's
brilliant.
intriguing. That's
you know?
intriguing.
Yeah.
I wish you well with the movie.
Thank you.
Where's it held tonight?
Where are we going tonight?
20th century. It's,
They probably have a cam for you or something like that. I know the meter's running on your cam outside.
We just get in the car and they take
They
us.
take you there. And anyway, good luck with it.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming by. The movie is called Look Who's Talking To. Opens tonight and then all over the country.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kirstie.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.